Hi, we're group number 4. I'm Rosette.
I'm Veronica.
I'm Yuki.
I'm Xulinjin.
And our first challenge is about technological innovation.
And our second challenge is about the large population flow.
Technology then has become a mixed bag for tourism and hospitality industry. It is used for selfish and destructive purposes that it can become an enemy within the travel for tourism and hospitality industry. On the other hand, technology growth has allowed worldwide terrorism to attack within the industry by means of the new technologies. Tourism and hospitality industry forget the importance of the human element and that tourism and hospitality is all about the experience then making a major error because of technology. So it's also affecting all the sectors like in the hotel, restaurant, airport, airline, and cruise ship and other industry because they need to constantly adapt changes every time there's new from their competitors within the market.
Demographic changes and changes in customer attitude toward new technology and internet in particular will have a direct impact on internet and tourism and hospitality industry respectively. Nowadays, customers are becoming more skilled and advanced in the use of technology. High levels of technological development make it difficult to assess how much the impact of geography evolved with tourism and hospitality industry when it comes to communication, information, and transport.
In which industries have you seen some of the biggest shifts in the way business is done in this age?
Anything where your corporate presence is out there. Now, if you take a textile industry, they're kind of hiding, right? Even their own branding says we don't make great things, we just make things greater, right? I mean, they're kind of that man behind the curtain. Literally every other industry that has a customer-facing portion of their work has changed. You talk about hospitality. Look what's happened to hotels, restaurants, Yelp, TripAdvisor. I mean, we can go find out everything there is to know about a hotel or a restaurant before we ever book the reservation, right? It's completely changed how the industry works. Before, it was always a marketing message. Oh, stay at our great hotel on the beach. And then you go on TripAdvisor now and you find out, well, it's 6 blocks away from the beach, and it's through a neighborhood of homeless people between the hotel and the beach. And no, this only gets a 2.2 rating, not the 5-star rating they claim. And there's our reality point, right? So especially the hospitality industry has been greatly affected by the social age.
A passenger's carbon footprint triples in size when taking a cruise, and the emissions produced can contribute to serious health issues. On top of the pollution caused by their exhaust fume, cruise ships have been caught discarding trash, fuel, and sewage directly into the ocean.
Tourism is pillar industry in many cities, such as Venice. Tourism accounts for a higher proportion of GDP. In the face of groups of tourists, small places are more vulnerable in many ways than bigger cities. However, the biggest impact of tourism of local residents is housing and service.
In natural attractions, the blind development of tourism can cause damage to the environment. In Thailand and the Philippines, the local government has to close some islands to tourists. As you will see above news, the excessive tourist population growth in Venice has made it difficult for local residents to go out.
Venice right now is like a Disneyland. If we don't find a solution, it could be a Machu Picchu, a city with the beautiful marbles, but without a real life.
A lot of properties here are being rented out to tourists. I'm nearly 50 and I'm having to share a flat. A lot of local shops, like your butchers, your bakers, your dressmakers, all the local services have been transformed one by one into souvenir shops, tourist restaurants, fast food places. Nothing seems to be catered for us anymore.
The large population flow has a certain impact on the smaller port city. The increase in the number of cruise ships will increase the population of the ocean and affect the health of the local residents. More and more government departments are beginning to strictly limit the number of cruise ships.
However, some port cities restrict the number of cruise ships entry and exits that affect the local residents and the government's income.